What's up, guys? Today we're on r/velo on a thread called "If you have a coach, what do you pay?" So I've got a series of these Reddit subreddit review sort of videos coming up. This is the first one. So the person asked, interested to hear how much those with coaches are paying. So I am a cycling coach, so it'll be interesting to me to have a read through the replies that are on this thread and give my thoughts and comments. So from my experience, anywhere from $100 to $150 per month. So we don't know what currency this in. I'm guessing this is US dollars. So 100 US dollars would be what? 140 Australian per month. That'd be on the lower end. Actually, this person doesn't even have a coach. They're just sort of giving a range of prices up to 350 US dollars a month. Even that. So what's that? That's 500 US dollars a month. That's not the upper end. At least in the US, I've seen. There's some of the big name coaches will charge 1,500 US a month, more, 2,000 US a month. So the upper limit for cycling coaching, at least in the US, is not 350 a month. There's, if you want one of the big name coaches, you really have to pay up. They're probably also catered more towards corporate sort of clients. So keep that in mind. I paid $150 per month for a training plan and review of my rides. I'd do it for a $10 iTunes card right now. Yeah, not sure what you get for that. So $150 a month. If this is in Australia? So I'm in Australia. So if this is Australian dollars, this would be on the cheaper end. US dollars, that's what, $10 per month. That's sort of decent price. Still sort of on the lower end for a training plan. So we don't know is this one-to-one coaching, which is a custom individualized program and training prescribed for this person, or is this just a training plan and then the coach is just reviewing the rides? We don't know, not too much info. The thing as well with the price is, keep in mind when someone says, oh, well, they're paying $150 a month, you got to remember, if they're on today's plan or Training Peaks, which most coaches will be, there is a fee for the account. So let's use today's plan, for example. The athlete's accounts will be about 10 to 12 US dollars per month. So if you're paying 150, take off, let's say $10 US for the account per month. Plus, if your coach is part of a bigger branded coaching group, I'm not going to name any names, but some of those bigger coaching groups will take a cut. So you might think, oh, I'm paying my coach $150 a month, but a bigger coach group might take 20, 30, maybe even 50% of the coaching fees go to the company, and then your coach gets the other half. So keep that in mind as well. Next one, $300-ish a month with weekly planning, almost daily communications. My coach will happily take a call from me and chat. That sounds good. $300-ish a month. Again, we don't know the currency. US dollars, so that's sort of mid to upper range. He also plans my cross training and strength training. Yeah, so if you've got a cycling coach who has some sort of exercise or sports science background, they should be able to schedule an effective strength training program if that's deemed applicable for you and useful. Cross training as well, should be able to do that. So you learn that in first year exercise or sports science degree, how to manage those concurrently. So that should be something they do. All based through Training Peaks. This person says they definitely recommend it. It's useful for them as they wanted to do running with their cycling. So that's good. So interesting. So this seems fair. I worked with a local coach for just a few months. He charged $325 a month and was supposed to include nutrition guidance but no strength. So this I find very confusing. So $325 a month is, if that's US dollars, that's again mid to upper range. And to the coach to say, oh, I'll give you nutrition guidance, but I don't know how to do strength training, is a big red flag. I mean, if they don't know how to do strength training, how are they going to have any nutrition? I would say nutrition and diet prescription guidance advice needs far more qualification and knowledge than strength training. Strength training is just basic of sports science. So that's a worry. After 2 months of pestering him about the nutrition component, he basically said, don't eat snacks and don't worry about protein. Jesus. That was a red flag. I stopped working with him. So good call there. You clearly figured out he didn't really know what he was doing. Again, how can you not know how to prescribe strength training as a cycling coach, but be giving out nutrition advice or guidance? So don't worry about protein. I mean, I'll tell you it for free. 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, times some of that around your post-workout meal or recovery shake. Snacks, eat snacks if you're hungry. This one, so charge 100... That's pounds, isn't it? That's not euros. That is the pound symbol, I think. So charge £100 to those I coach, but pay £275 for my own coach. So £200? Let's say it's 200 Australian, and that's what, nearly 600 Australian. In both cases, it's daily and near unlimited contact weekly plan that can be adjusted at a moment's notice. And then this person says, I'd consider that a bare minimum requirement for a coaching service, so that's what I offer and that's what I sort out. So this seems fair. You know, this is a lot of work for a coach. So you'd be expecting for that sort of unlimited contact, daily sort of adjustments at a moment's notice. £275 seems fair. But he's offering that for £100. And this is what I don't know. Maybe he's a new coach and doesn't have much experience. So is just getting started, so is offering that at a lower price. But there's no way that's sustainable. How can you be offering fully daily unlimited contact and adjustments for £100 a month? I don't know how they're going to make any money on that. So something to keep an eye on. So I'm a coach. What do I charge? So 2 levels. Cheaper one is 240 Australian per month. The more expensive one is 400 Australian per month. The main difference being the amount of communication, feedback, and phone calls on that. So where does that sit? That's sort of mid to upper range, especially in Australia. You know, in the US, it's probably just mid-range, but here in Australia, that's probably, 400 Australian per month is in the upper range. Let's move on. $175 per month for a monthly phone call and kind of slow email responses. Sets up a training plan for me in 4-week blocks with races I have scheduled and accounted for. I got a bit in the ass last month, though, because overdid it on the training sessions and slow communication didn't get me resting up in time for a big race. Yeah, that's frustrating to have slow communication. So the red flag here, couple of things. So we've got $175 per month, which is sort of low, maybe mid-range, but if that's Australian dollars, that's sort of low range. And then that comes in terms of the slow communication. So the sort of thing I'd be looking out for is, what's this coach doing? Is this something they're just doing on the side and they have another main job? For that price, I can't see them being a full-time coach charging $179 a month. So that could be the deal with the slow communication. If you had a coach who it's their main thing, then you would expect faster communication. So not sure. You kind of got to look at what is coaching for them in their life. Is it the main thing they're doing, or is it just a little side project? $175 for monthly plans, ride reviews, and ad hoc connects. Again, that's pretty cheap. Here we go. Oh, okay, so we got one in Australian dollars. I charge anywhere from 160 to 250 Australian a month for online coaching via Training Peaks. So $160 Australian, that's sort of low end. 250 would be mid-range. And then they're doing event-specific plans. Okay, so for this sort of price, is this, this still might be someone getting into the industry, into coaching. I don't think you're going to get a super experienced coach who's doing this full time for 160 Australian a month. That's probably not going to be financially feasible in terms of a full-time income for a full-time coach. So keep that in mind. I do it myself and it cost me everything. I dream of Ollie from GCN giving me sweet spot intervals and then go out and do them the next morning on my commute. That works well. Picking random workouts from GCN presenters. Love it. $150, but I have a really good deal because my coach is my significant other. What? Your significant other charges you? Yeah, if my girlfriend wanted some coaching and I said, yeah, that'll be $150 a month, thanks, that would not go down well. So interesting setup there. It's nice, especially as a cycling coach, to see a thread here of people having positive experiences and thinking that they're getting really good value for the service that they're paying for. So it's really good to see. And I'll catch you in the next one.